What's up, guys? It's iCkEdMeL, and I was trying to do this video. I did like 50 takes and I couldn't do it in Madison. I tried to put her in the crib so I can make the video and it just wasn't working. I said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna bring her in for the video. I thought this video was pretty cool. I think that any content creator or somebody that believes in creativity or passion appreciate this video. I hope it kind of motivates you. A video that Jim Carrey, like, it was recorded, and a lot of people think that Jim Carrey right now, he's crazy, he's lost his mind, he's insane. And I'm gonna kind of interject between the video and I'm gonna share my thoughts. If you've seen that post that I did on Twitter the other day, like I did a little bit of, I like to write. I don't really even consider it poetry, but I wrote something about how I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and YouTube's kind of my canvas, and I just tend to bleed out on that canvas. And that's kind of, I've always said YouTube's kind of a reflection of me. But let's just get into it. Let's do this video. Let's react to it together. Let's do it.
What you do in life chooses you. You can choose not to do it.
Wow.
You can choose to try to do something safer. Your vocation chooses you.
And that's true, right? Isn't it like we're always going for what's safe, what's comfortable, for what our parents want us to do, you know, what's going to earn money. It's so much harder and more challenging to do something, I think, in a way, to do something that you love and that you're passionate about, or something that you want to do on the side, especially when you don't have the fun, especially when you have to. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Especially when you have a family, you don't have the funds, you have to work a regular job. Do something that you love doing, something that you're really good at, something that you're passionate about, even if you're not really good at it. Just something that you love.
When I really started painting a lot, I had become so obsessed that there was nowhere to move in my home. Paintings were everywhere. They were becoming a part of the furniture. I was eating on them. I
definitely have an obsession, and I'm okay with that. I'm definitely obsessed. I definitely love doing what I'm doing on this platform.
You can tell what I love by the color of the paintings.
Wow.
You can tell my inner life by the darkness in some of them, and you can tell what I want from the brightness in some of them. I think what makes someone an artist is they make models of their inner life. They make something physically come into being that is inspired by their emotions or their needs or what they feel the audience needs.
I like the independence of it. I love freedom of it. No one else tells you what you can or can't do most of the time.
No one else tells you what you can or cannot do most of the time.
And there's an immediacy to it. Art has to be service, you know, it's like you're servicing your subconscious, and at the same time you're doing something that someone's going to relate to, hopefully.
When I was a kid, I spent half my time in the living room performing for people. I spent the other half the time in my bedroom by myself, writing poetry and sketching.
I suck at drawing. I even suck at drawing stick figures, but I can write. I like to write a lot. I don't even like to call it poetry, but I have a lot of my writings on Facebook.
I was not the type of kid you could say, as a punishment, go to your room, because my room was heaven to me. My isolation was welcome.
People that are different have a shot at being original.
People that are different have a shot at being original. That's a really interesting phrase that he said. I believe in that too.
You know, they got motivation too. You know, they got motivation.
So this art thing that he's doing here, I thought it was awesome. Pay attention, listen to this. I'm going to give my thoughts on this too. Watch.
When your heart is in love, you're floating, weightless. But when you lose that love, you have to re-enter the atmosphere. And it can get pretty rough.
How dope is that, right? Like, just think of the analogy and the drawing that he's doing there. Re-entering that atmosphere and talking about love and when our heart is broken. And it almost looks like a comet, but it is a heart that's re-entering that atmosphere, which is causing it to, like, burn and crumble and do all this, like, stuff that's going on. But it's the heart.
You're just bouncing off one molecule and onto the next, ripping through them at such a pace that they just ignite and explode. until you find another heart that's doing the same thing, has landed and cooled, and then you start to float again.
The energy that surrounds Jesus is electric.
So this part here, I think, is amazing. The whole stereotypical cultural thing of Jesus. Well, he has to be a white Jesus, or he has to be a black Jesus, or it's a woman, or it's a Hispanic, Latino, whatever Jesus, or it's an Asian Jesus, and we all have all these different ideations of Jesus for whatever fits into that diagram or picture of our Jesus, right?
I don't know if Jesus is real. I don't know if he lived. I don't know what he means, but the paintings of Jesus are really my desire to convey Christ consciousness. I wanted you to have the feeling when you looked in his eyes that he was accepting of who you are. I wanted him to be able to stare at you and heal you from the painting. You can find every race in the face of Jesus.
I love that, how he says, well, his painting is a Jesus that's multicolored, and it's all these different colors, and he said you can find every race in the face of Jesus. And I just think that's awesome. I think that maybe that's what Jesus is. Maybe Jesus isn't nothing that you can physically see in a certain specific kind of color. Why does he have to be a certain race or a specific color or whatever? So I like this whole multicolored, different colored thing of Jesus as an energy, as he depicted it. And also like religion. I'm not even going to dive into it, but it's just kind of like, if I'm born in a certain specific region of the world, most likely I'm going to be a specific type of religion, or depending on my parents. And if I pick the wrong religion, I'm going to hell because of the place that I was born in. You're going to condemn me to that. Doesn't even make sense. But people have like this, like these blinders. This is it. This is the sole religion. When you start expanding your mind and seeing God or Jesus more as a, kind of like when people ask me too, like, what religion are you? I guess I say Christian sometimes, but at the same time, I'm not really to any religion. I'm just open to the idea of God and a higher power and a higher being. For me to lock myself into one religion because somebody tells me this, when nobody knows exactly what it is, it's just kind of like, I don't know.
And I think that's how every race imagines Jesus. They imagine him as their own.
It's interesting.
I don't know what painting teaches me. I know that it just frees me. Free from the future, free from the past,
awesome.
Free from regret, free from worry. Something inside you is always telling.
I feel like that's what maybe creating videos or creating content on YouTube does for me.
Something inside you is always telling a story. I believe every single thing that you see and hear is talking to you. The bottom line with all of this, whether it's performance or it's art or it's sculpture, is love. We want to show ourselves and have that be accepted. I love being alive, and the art is the evidence of that.
I don't know, man. I thought that was a beautiful thing. Sometimes I get reminded of this, and this video kind of reminded me of it, that you could die at any point. We take it for granted. We take it so for granted. You could die right now. You could die tomorrow, a week from now. Like, you don't want to die not chasing or trying to do what you love, chasing your passion. Life's too short. Not even for me. It's really hard. You got a child. You see Madison's here in the video right now. But you have to kind of somehow make things work. And Jim Carrey is kind of like loony or whatever. But hey, if you've seen some of my shit, you know that I'm a little bit loony too. So thanks for watching, man. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for rocking with me through my ups and downs. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great night and day and all that good stuff. You want to say bye to the people? Bye. How are you? How are you? Let's bring it down so they can see you. Bye. 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 I love you. How are you? Yay! Yay! I see Peace, love, prosperity. Subscribe. All right.